I'm not sure if I'm buying this game.
2091, cancel call to 879 will have.
Oh my god, there's a kid up here! You fucking...
Be more of a loser, you fucking pussies.
When it comes to Call of Duty, the previous titles I liked, pre-Modern Warfare reboot, I liked them quite a bit. I was putting in some decent time in those games. But ever since, and skill-based matchmaking got worse and worse and worse over the years, I hit my limits. I wanted nothing to do with the series. The past 3 years have been straight skips for me. I haven't even touched a beta for one of the games. I'm good. I don't really look at Call of Duty as a competitive game, so if I want something competitive, I go play something competitive. I don't want to play a Call of Duty and be fighting for my life every game. I'm good on that. So when everyone was fussing about the Xbox and Activision deal, I was like, they can have them. But this time around, I was hearing mixed things. I heard a few people who liked it, some who didn't. A few people wanted me to try it out with them, and there was nothing else to play, so I hopped on the open beta. I didn't pre-order it, and I thought this plays nothing like Call of Duty from what I remember. It was a lot more slow paced. It seemed the time to kill was increased. It honestly felt like I was playing something like Rainbow Six Siege, but in a team deathmatch setting, but not as competitive at the same time. And again, I was like, this isn't really what I want. And I was ready to never play the game again. There were weird quirks with the progression and unlock system. I didn't understand, is this for the beta? Is this gonna be how the unlock system works in the full game? Why is the UI like this? I didn't like the UI at all. It said you get a name change token every 6 months, but it wouldn't let me change my name. And I hate the museum map. I was really ready to get it off my hard drive, but a couple of the homies were like, stick around with it. Come on, man, pull up. And then day 2, day 3, the game actually started to grow on me to a point where I can't tell you if I'm buying the game or not. When I started playing it with friends, it actually became competitive because we were all fighting for that top spot on the board. And to be honest, we were teaming up with some bombs. So at times we get some easy lobbies, but then other times we get lobbies with tryhards and campers for a few games straight, following just because the skill-based matchmaking caught up to us. But when it comes to the core gameplay, there's a lot of things here I don't like. The mountain promotes camping. The footsteps are way too loud, but apparently they're fixing that. But as it is now, people will turn on you like a clicker from The Last of Us. They got crazy hair and they go... You can't run, you can't do nothing. You gotta move slow. And when it comes to Call of Duty, I want something more fast-paced. I don't want to be checking every corner, looking both ways like I'm crossing the road. I'm not really looking for that kind of experience here. I also don't like the 2 main perk system where there's 2 main perks and then 2 that charge up, and then the time to kill is satisfying when you kill 3 people with 1 clip, bend in a corner, and it's super satisfying when you get 1 shots with the shotgun. It's one of the most satisfying shotguns I've had in online gaming, but it's cool when you dishing it out, but on the receiving end, sometimes it can just seem too quick, like you die in a blink of an eye. And the only thing you can really do in these situations is not been in that place or that position to begin with, and it can be frustrating. So you don't have time to react or turn on campers. Whoever sees the other person first is going to be the one who gets the kill 9 out of 10 times. It's always been the case for Call of Duty, but I wouldn't say it was 9 out of 10, maybe 7, 8 times out of 10, but it just seems ramped up even more now. So I did have fun with friends, and occasionally I'd have fun when I'd play 1 or 2 games in the morning solo, but then the skill-based matchmaking would catch up to me and I'd be like, all right, enough for now. Skill-based matchmaking is definitely one of the biggest issues right now, not just in Call of Duty, but just in general in game. And most other games don't really have the player base that Call of Duty has, so they pick from a smaller pool, so it's not as bad. But when a game so big as Call of Duty is out and there's so many players, there's people they can match you up with that are gonna be on your tier, gonna be a little higher. And so, like I said, I don't want to fight for my life every game. Skill-based matchmaking is communism. We need it out of here. We need a ranked playlist if you want, a more competitive, challenging experience. If you want to play with people on your level, that's what a ranked playlist should be for. But I want connection-only lobbies. I don't want to be punished for getting better at the game. I don't see how this helps anyone. If you're trash at the game, you're going to be playing other people just as trash, so you're still going to be getting cleaned up equally. And if eventually you do get better, you're not going to really get to notice or enjoy it because they're going to put you in the lobby with people on your tier again And I just feel like I liked it more when I'd go in. Sometimes I'd get cleaned up. I'd be like, oh, I need to step my game up, you know. I'd go in the next game. I'd clean up, and it'd be a back and forth. I liked it when they didn't get rid of lobbies after. You could stick with the same people that were talking trash, because that's definitely back in this game. But sometimes you'll finish a game, somebody will call you out your name, and then before you can even respond, they've already in a new lobby. You don't get to, you know, have that back and forth. And I don't know. I want lobbies to not get disbanded afterwards. I want skill-based matchmaking out, and I think that would fix two major problems with the game. But like I said, I can't tell you if I'm getting it or not, cause there was fun to be had, and you know, but I'm just not sure. It was 50-50 with me. I enjoyed parts of it. Sometimes I enjoyed being on, sometimes I didn't. I'd turn it on and want to get off right away. Sometimes I'd get on, have a good time, play for an hour or two. But the way it is now, I see closer to launch if I'm buying this or not. It went from absolutely not skipping this game, skipping all the Call of Duties, it's not a series for me anymore, to maybe I can give this one a try. I'll see where I fall October 28th when the game comes out. But until then, I'll see you in the next video. Normally I don't like to do it, and people notice, they be like, nah, you got to, that's part of making the videos. But I never be like, yo, like and subscribe, and you know, follow me on the timeline at New Yorkio. But hey man, maybe I'll incorporate it. I don't know. Never felt natural to me. But I guess you do it long enough and it just sticks with you. I don't know.